What's going on everyone, Games with Kelvin here, back with another Sinoalice video. Today I'm going over my Nier Event medal farming guide. I want to show you the best way to farm and how to understand the bonus medal calculations so you can get the most out of your runs to spend all those medals in the exchange shop. So if this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be the first to receive the latest Sinoalice guides. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Now when you first log in during the collaboration event, you're going to receive 1000 Nier Medals. All players, regardless if you're pay to win, free to play, the first thing you want to do with those medals is actually come to the exchange shop and you're going to exchange it for a certain item. So let's go ahead and take a look at that item. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and go into the Nier Medal exchange portion. So here in the Nier exchange shop, the first thing you want to do with those free 1000 medals that you get is to buy the iron pipe. The reason for that is going to be this weapon is going to enable you to get bonus medal drops, and the first time you buy the iron pipe is only for 1000 medals. So go ahead, use those medals, and especially if you're a free to play player, this is going to be the best thing for you to do, or for anyone who struck out on the gachas. And the reason why I want to talk about that is because there will also be bonus weapons within the gacha that you can get. So if you are unlucky, you can do the iron pipe and get your bonus medal. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these other weapons that you can pull to also get bonus medal drops, as well as understanding the calculations. So let's go ahead and go back to the event. And here in the details, I want to go ahead and take a look at all the bonus weapons that you could possibly get from the gacha that can also be used for bonus medal drops. So we already know that we got the iron pipe from the exchange shop, but what are some other weapons that will also give the same effect? And it's going to be the following. The Type 40 blade, that's the weapon you get when you unlock A2. Cruel arrogance, that's going to be when you unlock 9S. Virtuous contract, now this is a great sword within the gacha. Number 7 staff, this is what you get when you unlock Emil. Beast Lord, this is what you get when you unlock the Crusher class of 2B. And those are your SR weapons. Now for your S tier weapons, you have the Type 3 lance and Emil's head. All these plus the iron pipe will give you bonus medal drops. So let's go ahead and take a look at the calculations. The way how the calculations are going to work: if you have an SR weapon that has not been limit broken yet, the multiplier is going to be 1.2. If you have an SR weapon that's been limit broken 1 to 3 times, the multiplier is now 1.3. And if you have an SR weapon that's fully limit broken, the multiplier is now 1.4. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our S tier weapons. Now for those 3 if you count the iron pipe, for those 3 S weapons, the way how the multiplier is going to work is from no limit breaks to limit broken 3 times, the multiplier is 1.1, and finally if it's fully limit broken, the multiplier is 1.2. So now that we understand the numbers, how does the calculations work? First thing you need to know is the calculations, the multipliers is added upon each other. So for instance, if you have more than one type of weapon, those will add at the decimal point. What I mean by that is, let's look at this for example. If we have, let's say we had these 2 weapons attacked. We had the Type 3 and Emil's head. The way how those multipliers would add up is each one, based on the chart that we just looked at, is 1.1. So if we look at and add those together, 1.1 plus 1 plus 1.1 is now 1.2 in the multiplier range. And the great thing about having any of these weapons attached is it can either be on your main grid or your sub grid. As long as you have it attached, you're still going to get those bonus medal drops. So let's go ahead and put a live example so that way you can understand how everything works. So we'll go ahead and click on close, go into the stage. And the stage I personally run at this moment is going to be verse 12. So just to give you an example of how the calculation works, verse 12 flat rate drops 60 medals. So let's use the example that we just had earlier. Let's say I had those 2 S weapons, well 3 if you count the iron pipe. Let's say I had those 3 S weapons attached and they're not fully limit broken. So each of those weapons is going to give me 1.1 multiplier. You add those three together and now you have 1.3. So what you would need to do to find out how many medals you're going to get each run is you're going to take the flat rate, which for stage 12 is 60. So I'll take 60 times my multiplier, which is 3, because I have 3 S weapons that have not been fully limit broken that are for the medal drops. So 60 times 1.3 equals 78. So if I had those 3 weapons attached, I can expect to get 78 medals every time I complete stage 12. So now that we have a better idea of the calculation, what are the best places to farm the Nier medals? I'm going to say when it comes to that, the best place is obviously going to be this event, the Memory of the Dolls. Now, as far as stage, I personally run stage 12 when it comes to farming. Now, of course, you do have your hard variations, but currently we don't have all the stages unlocked. Therefore, it is more efficient to farm stage 12 in normal. And also, we do know with the hard variations, that's going to be where you farm your armor. But we're here to talk about medals, not armor. So going back to my normal campaign, I will be running stage 12, which gives you a flat rate of 60, and then however, then based on your multipliers, do the math, and you'll be able to calculate how many medals you can expect each time. So now that everyone better understands the calculations, let's go over some other ways to farm Nier medals. You have the Coliseum. Just for participating in the Coliseum battles, you're going to get 200 right off the bat. Now, if you end up winning the Coliseum, you get an additional 100, and if you win the skirmish battles, you can get another 100 Nier medals, but it only counts for 1 skirmish win. So as a winner, you could potentially get up to 400 Nier medals. That's really huge, especially how if you're in an active guild, you should be running Coliseum every day. Now, besides Coliseum, another way to get Nier medals is going to be rerunning the stages. With most events, you're going to have participation rewards where when you rerun it, you get medals. For every time you rerun the stage, you can get up to 100 medals each time, up to 5 times for each participation clear. Also, you have the Nier mission log. Those are going to be all those missions, whether it's, run story mode so many times, limit break weapons, etc., or evolve weapons. You're going to get Nier medals, and usually those come in a quantity of about 50. And then also we have the login bonus. As I said earlier, you receive 1,000 medals just logging in. Now the way how that's going to work is every time you log in during this collaboration, you're going to get 1,000 medals, up to 10,000 medals total over the event duration. So basically what that's saying is if you log in at least 10 times during the collaboration, you'll get those 1,000 medals equaling up to 10,000. So as you can see, there are a lot of great ways to farm, but the most efficient way will be running the Memory of the Dolls event stage. So after farming all those medals, you're going to want to come back to the exchange shop, and what's going to be the next thing you're probably going to look at to get? I would say, especially as a free-to-play player, the next item you want to get on the list will be the Simone SR Nightmare. The original first purchase will be only 5,000 medals. You'll get those so quick just from farming, doing different things I told you, that's going to be the best next thing to get. And of course, if you want to know what else to get after those 2 items, the Iron Pipe and Simone, I have a video that goes over the Nier Event shop guide, so that way you can know what's going to be the best thing to buy and what to prioritize over. But outside of all that farming, make sure that you're having those weapons, and if you do end up getting more weapons and limit breaking, go ahead and do that so that way you can increase those numbers. I've seen some people do some crazy amounts. It can be done, and if not, even as a free-to-play player, that 1.1 bonus multiplier is still better than nothing. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out and it lets me know that I should keep on making more content just like this. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more videos just like this, don't forget to subscribe so you can be the first to get them when they drop. Now, I want to hear from the community. If you have any questions in regards to gameplay, or you want to make sure you're doing the calculation right, don't be shy. Write it down and I'll let you know if you're doing the calculations right. Everyone, I hope you do well in your grinding. Games with Kelvin here. Thanks for watching the video, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.